this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a marvelous day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. This is a portrait of King Charles III of England. It's making its round around the social media world, and people are having a lot to say about it. But looking at this picture, this portrait of this new king, you can barely make it out. You can see his face, but everything else is obscured in red. And so that is the question that many have. Why so much red? Why is he engulfed in red? And listen to this video.
Have you seen the new portrait of King Charles III? I mean, if this doesn't conjure up bloody massacres and the history of the British Empire, I don't know what does. The artist, his name is Jonathan Yeo, he said he wanted to really capture the new king and who he is as a person. This is the first official painted portrait of King Charles III. Camilla says, "Oh, you really got him. It looks just like him." Are you kidding? There's a butterfly on Charles's shoulder because he is a long-time environmentalist, long before the rest of us were paying much attention. He was laughed at. And it was King Charles's idea to put that butterfly on his shoulder, and I think it's like the only redeeming quality. Now, I tried modifying this because it is so bloody looking, and I tried making it royal purple, which that's not working. So I thought, well, he is an environmentalist, so let's make it green. And that doesn't work at all either. Now, I get what the artist is trying to do. He wants to bring the face to our attention so that we see the king and what he looks like, and we can look into his eyes. Sort of like the Barack Obama painting, where the focus was on Obama and everything else sort of receded into the background. But it's not working here. This screams, colonizers. Oh my God. Weigh in. Am I wrong? Would you hang this in your house? Because they're going to be making prints of it and posters, but who the heck is going to buy that? Let me know what you think.
Okay, so for me, she summed it up. This picture epitomizes what the British monarchy has stood for. Blood and murder. Blood, tears, agony, tragedy, genocide, you name it. That's what empire is. So he is the embodiment of his family, of what they have stood for hundreds of years. Now, he's supposed to be all dressed up in some type of military uniform, and that's what conquest is. It's about a military taking over other people's lands. But you will see it's covered. You can't even see the uniform because, as far as I'm concerned, and for many other people too, it's covered in blood. It reminds me of blood, the blood of the British Empire, which carried over into the American Empire. The British Empire has stood for colonization, slavery, imperialism, disenfranchisement, taking of land, taking of resources. That's how they stay alive. They don't have that many mineral resources in the United Kingdom. So they have to go all over the world taking from other people. And that's what this picture conjures up for me. This is King Charles. The man that he is obscured. We don't even know who he is. What stands out is his face. The face of imperialism. And before black Americans say, "Oh, well, I don't care. It has nothing to do with me," think again. It absolutely does have to do with you. His ancestor, Queen Elizabeth I, was the one who commissioned the first enslavers from England to go into Africa and capture Africans and put them on slave ships. So his family is directly connected to the misery of the Black American family. And is he telling the United States, is he advocating for reparations and for restoration of people whose lives were destroyed because of slavery and colonialism? No, he's not. They're still riding high in the United Kingdom, riding around in limousines and waving and dressed up in all those fancy clothes and just living the life of luxury at the misery of other people. So that's what this picture conjures up for me. This picture conjures up a family. It's not just a man. It's a family. It's a nation of people who believe that it is okay to take from other people for their own gain. The best way that I can sum this family and this man up is to look at how they are treating Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle is a biracial, mixed American woman who has a black mother. And everybody knows her mother is black. So she didn't try to hide her mother, and she didn't try to hide her mother's ancestry. Meghan married into that family. I believe she married into that family with the best of intentions, because Meghan Markle had been living for 30-something years before she came into contact with those people. And nobody had anything mean or ugly to say about her until she married into that family. She went over there. Those people have said the most vile, awful, terrible things about that woman. And not one member of the royal family has come to her defense, even to the point of people saying that they are the ones that are pushing the newspapers and the British people up to hatred towards her. So that's how the imperialist mind works. You make the people love you, but hate themselves and each other. And I would play that African woman talking about this, but one of my subscribers says he just can't stand to hear that lady talk. But that lady is summing it up the way it is and the way these people are and how they operate. They make you love them, but hate yourself, and you hate others that look like you. And we can see how these Africans are coming on social media platforms trying to lecture Black Americans without knowing anything in the world about us, but they are in love with the imperialist. So you can go into their lands, take everything they have them walking around with you on top of their shoulders when you come to visit them. But when it comes to somebody that's even remotely like those people marrying into your family, you treat them with nothing but hatred and disdain and scorn. And that's what that family represents, and that's what this man represents, in my opinion. Let me know what you think. How would you describe this picture, and what does it say to you? Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.